Hello, all my little ghosts and goblins, and welcome to this ghoulish edition of It's About You, an educational program about the special events of the Williamson County Parks and Recreation, where today we are taking the opportunity to inform you of all things Halloween that the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department has planned this coming season. The crew at WCTV loves this time of year, as you can tell from the elaborate set design that they've produced for us today, and the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department does as well. Our department has a variety of special events coming up for the Halloween season that will give families an opportunity to experience a wide variety of activities and fun. From costume contests to balloon drops, a custom trick-or-treating car show, Williamson County Parks and Recreation offers a variety of spectacular events to help you and your family celebrate this most haunted holiday. Joining me today is Assistant Programming Administrator Trisha Bilbrey, and she's here to talk about these exciting upcoming events. Trish, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Kerri.
I love having people come in to talk about our Halloween events. The WCTV crew is not the only people that get excited this time of year. Williamson County Parks and Recreation has some really great family-friendly, Halloween-inspired events coming up that I think not only the communities come to love, but our staff loves them as well. They're always so much fun to participate in and so much fun to do. I think we enjoy working them almost as much as the people enjoy coming to them.
Yes, Kerri, we absolutely love working these events. They're a lot of fun, especially planning and coordinating, and just, you know, when the event gets here and stuff, and just seeing all the kids and families and stuff interact and have fun during these events. So it's just a great time for us here at Parks and Rec.
So we have two key events around the holiday season. One's held at the Franklin Recreation Complex. It's a fairly new type of event for us, although we are certainly not new to the idea of fall Halloween-inspired events. For over 20 years, the department had a long-running program called Haunted Trails, and after a couple of decades, you know, within the department, we thought, you know, maybe it's just time to offer something a little different. And 3 years ago, we set out on a concept called Spooks and Coupes that has been such a rewarding experience. It's a much different planned event that offers a lot of different things for people to do during the course of the evening, and really have a lot of different experiences around this special time of the year, especially for the kids. If nothing else, it's an extra weekend where kids can wear that Halloween costume and they just love showing it off.
Absolutely.
Walk us through Spooks and Coupes and tell us about some of the different aspects of the event.
Okay, this is an event for families. Children absolutely love this event, so does the parents who bring their children to the event. But it starts out, we have a lot of classic cars, to be exact, probably about 30 to 35, who are parked, who they hand out candy. They do a trunk or treat portion. So all the kids get to go by each of these cars and get candy and stuff. So that's a lot of fun. You know, kids love to trick or treat, stuff like that. And of course the people who are at the cars, they love to interact with the kids and see them in their costumes and things like that. So it's a lot of fun for the kids, but it's also kind of neat for the parents because they get to see some classic cars, something a little bit different that, you know, they don't normally see. So that's kind of neat too. And then you kind of walk along the trail. It all takes place at the back of the recreation complex here in Franklin. So then they walk along and they have opportunities to do several activities. One of them is a craft tent. And this year it's going to be a little bit different. They're not actually going to make a craft, but they're going to make a monster munch this year. So there's a lot of different snacks and things like that the kids can put in their own little bag to take with them and just kind of munch on throughout the night. So that's kind of neat and different. And then they have an opportunity to do a couple other things this year. So we have inflatables, so if they want to, you know, bounce around in the couple of bounce houses or on the slide or something like that, they can do that. We have a DJ, so Lewis Lee will be back with us this year, spinning out those Halloween tunes. So everybody loves Lewis. Rhythm and Spirit, their performance dance team, will also do a couple of skits, as well as Dreams Do Come True. They're going to come out and do some Halloween-themed skits for us. Gosh, there's a lot going on. This year we have a trackless train that's going to come out, so if the kids want to ride the train and things like that, they can. We have the Franklin High School, the characters will be there. There'll be lots of different kinds of traditional Halloween characters that will be dressed up and kind of interacting in the crowd. And, you know, it's a great opportunity for parents to get pictures, you know, with, you know, if their kids like pirates or something like that, their kids can get their picture made with a pirate. So that's kind of neat. And then we have added this year a maze. So we've added a maze for kids to go through, and it's called the Mad Hatter Maze. And the Franklin High School characters are going to be dressed up in Alice in Wonderland costumes and things like that, and kind of interacting with the kids as they go through this maze. So we're really, really excited about adding this to the event this year. I think it's going to really make it a lot more interesting and fun for everyone, parents as well as the children. So it's really, really a neat time. What else is, you know, we also have food trucks that are coming out. So if you didn't get a chance to eat before you came to the event, you have an opportunity to grab something there at one of the food trucks. So it's a lot of fun. It's just a great family event for everyone.
Yeah. So this event is coming up on Saturday, October the 15th. It is an evening event from 6 to 8:30 p.m. This event is open to the public. No advanced registration is required. Cost is $6 per person to participate in the event, and you pay at the door when you arrive.
Yes.
Now, all of this is held outside of the Franklin Recreation Complex. So just to walk you through kind of the setup, the admission tent or table is located in the front circular drive of the Franklin Rec Center. So you park in the general parking area and walk to the front of the building. You'll see our staff there. The ladies in our administration office do the admission table, and they love this event as well. They all have their witches' hats and costumes on that they like to wear. From there, you start around the back side of the circle. There's a welcome booth set up. That's a themed booth and decorated, and that's where you'll receive your goodie bag. It has a couple of different things for the kids in there, and the kids can also use that for their trunk or treating if they don't bring their own basket or sack or something like that. Then there's usually a couple of other displays that kind of round out that curve in the front circle drive where kids can trunk or treat. There are different costumes and characters, lots of fun to interact and play with. And then you kind of go to your right and you go into the back employee parking lot, and that's where the trunk or treat show is set up. There's cars on both sides of the back parking lot there, and there's usually about 30 cars total that are involved in the trunk or treating portion of this event. And I completely agree with what you said earlier. The kids love it because, well, they're trick-or-treating and getting candy. The vendors, though, the car vendors, the people who volunteer to bring their cars out for this event, because they do volunteer because they love to share what they have with other people, they love interacting with these kids, I think, more than the kids love interacting with them.
Absolutely.
And have a grand time just talking to them and hamming it up. And I love how you put a little spin on this for the parents as well, that, you know, they also can enjoy something at this event and have an opportunity to look at some really neat, interesting, older, customized vehicles, a variety of different kinds that are on display at this event. And you walk through the back parking lot onto the trail, the walking trail that goes behind the Franklin Rec Center. The small pavilion next to the playground is where the craft tent is set up. And this year, our seniors and therapeutic staff kind of took over that tent and decided that they wanted to do something a little bit different. So even more fun, good treats for the family, getting to make your own monster munch. The ladies in our seniors and therapeutics division have had a ball coming up with the different ideas for the different types of food that are going into the Monster Munch. And they've come up with all unique little Halloween-inspired names for the different food ingredients that are going into this kind of trail mix, basically. that the kids get to make themselves and take with them. And then in the open field behind the building is where all the rest of the activities will be set up. The dance floor with DJ Lewis Lee. He's been a staple for this event for numerous years, and he does a great job really interacting with the crowd as well. He's worked with us for so many years. He plays a very family-friendly variety of tunes. Some of the old hits, you know, like the Monster Mash and things like that, and Thriller, and some more contemporary new hits that the kids are going to recognize and want to dance to as well. But then he also works some games into that mix as well. So there's activity breaks during the night, you know, just different fun kind of carnival-based games that people can participate in. Then there's the performance stage with our Rhythm and Spirit troupe, which grows by leaps and bounds every year. Our wonderful relationship with the Dreams Do Come True Princess Group. They bring princesses and superheroes. So they bring characters for the boys and the girls, something that everyone will like. And they're also really great about posing for pictures with the kids as well. That's always a fun part of the evening. Then the inflatables are there throughout the night. We do staff the inflatables with some of our department employees, and they're just there to monitor the activity, to keep it safe, to make sure not too many kids are inside the bounce house at one time, and those general things. And as a parent, I really appreciate that because it gives you a chance to take 2 steps back and just be like, okay, they're good in there. Got that. Let me just look around. Let's go get something from a food truck.
Right, exactly.
Well, tell us a little bit about the food trucks that are going to be involved this year. Since it is an event that starts at 6 o'clock, I mean, this might be something that families, you know, want to do for their evening meal that night.
Right. We have 3 food trucks this year. We have Kona Ice. Of course, everybody knows, you know, it's a shaved ice, you know, with the different flavorings and things like that. So you get to pick out, you know, what flavor you like. So we have that. We have Pig and Pit coming. It's more of a barbecue style food. And then we have California, who's coming out as well. So we have different kinds of food and variety and things like that for you.
That'll be awesome. And then rounding out the night, we have the wonderful high school students from the Franklin High School Drama Group. You know, for years we've had this wonderful association with the drama group from Franklin High School where they've provided our characters for Haunted Trails and now with Spooks and Coupes. And I love how it has kind of become a rite of passage for these high school students. I mean, these high school students, you know, come to us at 14, 15, you know, 16, 17 on up through high school years. But when they first come for their very first, you know, Spooks and Coupes event or Haunted Trails event in the past, they were always so excited because they had grown up seeing the high school students being the characters and kind of wanting their turn to be able to do it as well. And so they are all so excited that they get this opportunity to participate in this kind of community event. They throw themselves into their roles and really make a part of the night kind of magical for the kids involved.
Yeah, they absolutely love to act out and portray their characters. They, you know, spend a lot of time, you know, working and being familiar with that. So they're really, really excited, you know, when the event comes along and kids get to see them interact and perform and things like that. So it's a lot of fun for them and for the kids too.
And they'll also do pictures as well. Then adding the maze this year is just another element for people to participate in. All in all, it's going to be a great evening full of family fun. We do need to take a quick break, but when we come back, I want to make sure that we highlight the sponsors for your event this year because we have some long-standing sponsors who are rejoining us for this event, plus some new ones as well. We want to highlight their involvement. Y'all stay tuned when we come back. We'll be talking about more Halloween upcoming events with the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department.
I just lost my best friend. And it's my fault.
Hey, how are you? I'm good.
How's Christian?
He's good. Good. How are you and Carter? Doesn't look too good.
Oh my god, let me show you everything that he's been saying. Like, he's been so rude and so distant, and I tried to confront the problem, and so Look, like all the stuff he said. Oh, he finally replied. Hold on.
These girls just became a heartbreaking statistic. You may think you're invincible now, but you too could become one of the 3 people who die in a car crash every hour, or one of 44 who are injured in a car crash due to texting and driving. Don't let a text take away a life. It can wait.
Unfortunately, I'm not the only victim of someone else's carelessness while driving. I'm one of 11 teens who die every day just because the driver had to send that text.
The 5 seconds I kept my eyes off the road was equivalent to almost driving a full-length football field without looking.
Like too many people, I did not survive today.
But I did, and I have to live with that guilt for the rest of my life.
Don't be like Tori and don't end up like me. Either put the phone away or face the consequences. My life matters just like everyone else on the road, so your text, it can wait.
Welcome back to this haunted edition of It's About You. Today we're talking about the upcoming Halloween events offered by the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. In the first half of our show, we've been talking about the upcoming Spooks and Coupes event that will be held at the Franklin Recreation Complex on Saturday, October the 15th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. A wonderful family event for families of all ages, really fun for everyone. Earlier in the show, we talked about all the activities that are taking place with this event, from the trunk or treating, the craft tent, the dance floor, the DJ, the carnival games that he does, the bounce houses, the food trucks, the maze, plus the additional character scenes that the Franklin High School drama kids enact. I mean, really a fun time for the whole family. The Rhythm and Spirit performance teams participate, plus some special presentations from Dreams Do Come True with their princesses and their superheroes coming out to the event. It is a wonderful family event. Something that we didn't talk about though in the first half were the costumes. Now, of course, every kid loves wearing their Halloween costume. So Mom and Dad, this is just an extra opportunity for you to get your money's worth and have them wear that costume as many times as they can. What I've loved seeing over the years in working this event, though, is how the whole family comes dressed and how they take the themes across everyone in the household, and love seeing some of the creativity and ways that people can express themselves, and the cute little things that you see with, you know, the babies and the strollers that they turn into this thing. Like, this is just our sleeping baby in a stroller, but today it's
a ladybug.
Yeah, you know, absolutely love that. It makes it so much more fun for everybody.
Absolutely.
Again, this event is just $6 a person. Advanced registration is not required. You pay at the gate when you arrive to the event. And in producing this event, because there are so many working pieces within this one event, it does take a lot of help from our beloved community sponsors.
Yes.
There are so many people, we couldn't thank them all, but that step up to help us with all the special events that our department puts on throughout the year. And for this particular Spooks and Coupes, Trisha, tell us who your sponsors are.
Yeah, we'd like to thank our sponsors. They help us put this wonderful event on for our community. So we want to thank Carbine and Associates, Williams Medical Supply, Maury Fence Supply, C&I Design, the Print Authority, Puckett's Appleton Learning and Genius Tutoring, Franklin Pool and Spa, Southern Athletic Fields, and Walmart.
For all of their help and for countless others, we appreciate everything that you all do to help make these things possible for the people in our community.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about the second event you all have going on the same night. Again, on Saturday, October 15th, we have the most beloved Halloween event, the 18th annual Halloween Blowout at the Fairview Recreation Complex. This is an event unlike any other where the community has taken hold of this.
Yes.
They look forward to it every year. They attend in masses. I mean, it's just part of living in Fairview now.
Yes.
You go to the Halloween Blowout at the rec center.
That's right.
And again, it is also going to be on Saturday, October the 15th.
Yes.
It'll be a busy night for our staff, but a lot of fun for the community. This event is held at the Fairview Recreation Complex from 6 to 8 p.m. It is also a family-friendly event geared towards children of all ages.
Yes. What's nice about this event is that it's held indoors. So, rain or shine, you can come out to the Halloween blowout.
It's always going on.
It is a lot of fun. It's held in the gymnasium, and there's a lot of stuff going on. So when you get there, you can pay at the door, pre-register for this event. You'll get a Halloween bag with tickets in there. And the tickets can be used to play the carnival games that are set up in the gym. And the carnival games are they line up along the walls of the gym, and there's lots of different kinds of games. There's the pencil pull, the milk jug game where you throw the ball at the milk jugs and see how many you can knock down. I think there's the pick a duck game. That's an old traditional one, and just others that we've come up with that are a little bit different that the kids can play. Each game you play for one ticket. So that's a lot of fun. So they kind of start out playing the carnival games.
And parents can also purchase additional tickets too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So if they run out of carnival, I think they get 6 tickets to play 6 of the games. So if they want to play the game twice or a couple of times, they can go back to the front desk and purchase additional tickets. And I think those are $2 for so many tickets. So you have that option. What else is kind of neat is that as the night keeps going along, we have games that we've come up with and planned and things like that. So they're games for everyone for the most part. So we kind of got to get everybody together to play these games. So they're more structured. So the first one that we play is a tradition out there. We've been doing this one for 18 years. It's quite comical. Is the Scariest Scream contest. So we line everybody up on the gym line there, and they kind of face the bleachers so the parents can watch this. And we go down the line and have each kid stand up and give us their scariest scream. And everybody gets a kick out of this because you can have someone who is 12, 13 years old who is just kind of like, and then you have a little bitty 5-year-old that just wails out this scream. And you're just kind of like, whoa,
So,
where did that come from?
Parents, remember, as part of your attire for the evening, to bring your earplugs, cotton balls, whatever you got.
Yes. It's quite neat. So anyway, we go along, through there, and every kid gives it their best. And then we, give prizes for first, second, and third place. So it's a great opportunity for kids to win something, a little prize and stuff like that for that scariest scream. So it's a lot of fun. Then, of course, we move it right along. Since we've got the kids lined up, we move it right along into the costume contest. So we start out with the little ones. We have different costume contests that they can win. One of them is funniest costume that we award prizes for first, second, and third. We do most original, and we do scariest. Okay, so that's for the little kids, usually 2 to 6-year-olds. So we'll do all those for that group. And then, of course, we do the same thing for the older kids, which is like 7 to 13. So they'll also have an opportunity, if they have a funniest costume or whatever, or most original, to be, a potential winner for that, for a prize in that category. So that's a lot of fun. Then you kind of get a little bit of breaks. If you want to go back into playing carnival games, you can. Of course, it ends at 8 o'clock, and the finale, which everybody waits for, you kind of got to hang around for this one, is we do a balloon drop. So we host these nets in the ceiling there of the gym, and then everybody gathers around in the middle of the floor, and thousands of balloons. We pull those cords, and thousands of balloons drop, and kids are running around popping the balloons and things like that. And there's coupons and candy and things like that in those balloons, and it's awesome. They absolutely love it. It's crazy. So it's a lot of fun. So it's something you don't want to miss.
Yeah, the thing I love most about these events is they're not the newest, most original things. They're just well-tested thing, time-tested events and activities that people have enjoyed for generations. You know, it really is the simplest things sometimes that bring you the most joy.
Yes.
And just, you know, being able to wear your Halloween costume and play some carnival games and get some candy and pop some balloons and makes a kid happy. Makes us all happy.
Absolutely, it's a lot of fun.
And remember, parents, you will be happy if you bring your earplugs. That is the most important part. Well, this event, again, is also on October the 15th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Fairview Recreation Center. The cost for this is also $6 per child for ages 2 to 12. Adults attend for free to this event. Again, costumes are welcome. Parents dress up as well if you want to. Just more fun for everyone. Advanced registration is required, and you can register online through our website at wcparksandrec.com. And we also have some beloved sponsors who have helped us out for numerous years with this event. Gosh, some for over 10 to 15 years, almost as long as we've been offering this event. Tell us who our Fairview sponsors are.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Sonic, Fairview Co-op, Big Dog Reality, and Fifth Third Bank there in Fairview.
Wonderful. Happy to have all of their support and their help with this event, and we're looking forward to a wonderful family night at the Fairview Rec Center as well. Staff definitely has their evening cut out for them on October the 15th. It's going to be a great time for families all across Williamson County. Even if you don't live in Franklin or Fairview, these events are open to the entire community. So if one of them sounds interesting to you, it could just be a fun thing to get out and do on a Saturday night, you know. So people who live in other parts of the county as well, feel free to register or attend these events. They are meant for everyone to enjoy, and we hope that you'll join us at one of these locations. So first event is the Fairview Halloween Blowout. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Fairview Recreation Complex. Then also same night, Saturday, October the 15th, at the Franklin Recreation Complex, we have our Spooks and Coupes event from 6 to 8:30 p.m. And more information is available through our website, again at wcparksandrec.com, about specifics for the evening and other event details. I know it might seem a little hard to remember, but advanced registration is required for the Fairview Halloween Blowout. And so please be sure, if you want to be part of that event, that you do register to attend. For the Franklin event, it's an open gate. No advanced registration is required. You pay when you get there, basically. But both events are only $6. For the Fairview event, it's $6 per child. Parents are free. For the Franklin event, it's $6 per person at the door. Well, Trish, I hope you guys have a great time with these events. I'm looking forward to being at the Franklin event again this year, and can't wait to have another fun night with Spooks and Coupes.
Can't wait. Thanks for having me.
All right. And again, information about these events, plus all of our special events, programs, and classes for this fall are available by visiting our website at wcparksandrec.com. Also, be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms now. That's Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and YouTube for additional information about department activities, photos and videos of all of our exciting offerings, plus a lot of great fitness tips, recipes, things that you might just find interesting in day-to-day life. Our Instagram channel is full of boards with different types of art activities for children and all sorts of things we hope that you enjoy. I want to thank you for joining us for today's show. We'll see you next time. And until then, remember, Williamson County, it's all about you.